Hello. Do you know that to improve business operations, you need to do some kind of problem solving? Of course, there are a lot of strategies, a lot of planning, etc., which is done in order to improve business processes to deliver goods to the requirement of customer. And in the way, there are a lot of hurdles, a lot of problems which come up, which either delays the process of delivering to the customer or makes you redo production because of defects, because of rejections, because of scrap, because of waste. So there are so many things which cause inefficiencies in a business process. If you have to improve the efficiency of the process so that whatever are the inputs, you get the required output in the required time at the required quality, then you need to do some sort of problem solving at some point of the other. Let's discuss why these problems occur. The problems occur because something is not right or something was not as per specification, not as per plan, or there was a variation. Every process has a variation. It's a normal behavior. Some are normal variations, some are abnormal variations. Many times we work upon abnormal things because those things are like, uh, makes your antenna stand up. But time and again, over the years, year on year, we are working with some known defect level. We know this process is going to have 2% rejection, this process is going to have 10% rejection, this process is going to have 7% rejections. These kind of rejections are taken for granted that these are the levels which the process has its own type of variation, or these are the kind of defects that we have to live with. But the moment you realize that this can be brought down, it will directly add to your bottom line. It will directly improve your productivity. It will directly improve your delivery times. Will your customer be happy if he gets the product earlier? Will there be lesser customer complaints? Will it improve your brand value? For those who are practicing in the industry or those who are fresh from the college and would like to take up jobs in an industry, would require some kind of skills that can make this happen, where you can dramatically reduce the rejection levels, reduce the delivery times, reduce the waste dramatically, not incrementally, small by small, bit by bit. No, I'm talking of big things. If this happens, wouldn't you be having an advantage over others? Those who of you who are fresh from college, would you if you have these skills, won't you be have a better chance of employment than others? Those who are already practicing in the industry, if they have these skills, won't they have a better chance of career success, better opportunities to progress further? Maybe you may get that promotion you have been desiring for. For you, those who are business owners, improving productivity, reducing waste, rejections, scraps, improves your bottom line, improves your brand value. Will it not be better for you? So if you see, these kind of skills are necessary in today's world for business success. And If you are not having this skill, then maybe you are lacking somewhere. You may fall back in the race. You may not able to achieve what you have dreamed of. You have all that potential. So, first of all, I would like to congratulate you for having made a decision to see this webinar, because understanding that you need to do something is the first step for improving anything. If you're not satisfied with your current level, if you're not satisfied with the current status in your life, in your workplace, that means you have made a mindset to improve. And the first step is always the mindset. Once you have made up the mindset, then you can easily learn the skills required. It's not very difficult. Millions and millions of people have used this. And what is the skill I'm talking about? It's the Lean Six Sigma. There are a lot of people who say Six Sigma was a Western concept, whereas Lean management was a Eastern or a Japanese concept. How can you combine both? There are many in the industry, those from the old schools, those knowledgeable people who are always criticizing that you cannot mix up Lean and Six Sigma. But what's wrong in having both the skills? It's better for you. It's not that either Lean or Six Sigma. You can have both. Some problems can be solved by Lean management, like waste reduction, which are unproductive things. Some problems can be solved by Six Sigma, which is reduction of rejections, scraps, improvement of lead times. Some problems, when you start solving, you will find that both Lean and Six Sigma is involved. So why not have both the knowledge, both the skills acquired? This way, you will be better equipped with either of the two. So let's understand what is Six Sigma first, then we go to Lean. Six Sigma started by Motorola way back in 1990. In fact, it was 1980s when they realized that the TVs they were producing was much of lower quality than the TVs produced by Mitsubishi. No, sorry, not Mitsubishi, it's Matsushita. Matsushita is a Japanese company who was manufacturing TV. In those times, television was something very new, and there were a lot of breakdowns in the field. So it used to take a lot of time. Understand the customer is trying to watch television. It has become a habit for him, and then it breaks down. So the time taken to repair, when the repairman will come and when he'll repair the TV, so he is devoid of that daily dose. So it was a big question for customer satisfaction. When Motorola came with his Quasar TVs, it advertised fastest TV that can be repaired. It's a laughable matter. It was not talking of defects or how it can reduce the complaints. It was talking about faster time to repair. Matsushita came up with the ad, a TV that does not require repairs. Whom do customers would opt for? Of course, Matsushita. That's how they started gaining market share. And Motorola was in a bad shape. So they decided that something has to be done about the quality. And Will Smith, one of the engineers, was assigned the task. So he sat down and tried to devise a strategy incorporating all the learnings of the past gurus, all the techniques from Shewhart control charts till from the Deming's principles, Juran's trilogy, all those gurus earlier to him. He put all that body of knowledge to solve problems, to reduce variations. The result, of course, was tremendous because Bob Galvin, the owner of, had set a target to to improve tenfolds in 5 years. So that's objective. It's a goal-based objective with a target timeline, which was actually not believable by other people. They all laughed at him. But with serious actions, serious thought, they could achieve the 10 times within 5 years. But Matsushita was already ahead in the race, so it had already increased its quality. So even though Motorola had tried to reach what Matsushita was at 1980, it was 1985, so they were already 5 years behind. So in order to overtake Matsushita, they decided to do again tenfold increase within 3 years. And this time they could achieve it because already the ground was there. See, imagine 10 times increase in 3 years. It was not a joke, especially in the Western world. Now, the 1,000 times improvement in 8 years, world sat up and took notice, mostly the Western world. And they thought that there was some strange technique by which Motorola could achieve this. So they asked Bob Galvin and his team to visit them and tell them about what it was that they made them so successful. And that's when they started promoting this new technique that's designed for manufacturability, and they coined the term Six Sigma. So basically Six Sigma was nothing new. In fact, the basic of Six Sigma was all drawn from the knowledge of previous persons. One of the metrics it stood at was that once your process is Six Sigma, you will achieve 3.4 parts per million rejections or million opportunities. That means in 1 million there will be 3.4 defects. Some people laugh at this because they feel that in a million, if there are 3.4 defects, it can be fatal for some like heart operations, airplane flights, all fatal accidents. You cannot live with 3.4 parts per million. But those who are working with percentage defects, that means numbers per cent, means per 100, 3.4 parts per million look to be impossible feat. But with this technique, with Six Sigma, you can achieve that and you can better it. So what we are going to learn in Six Sigma is how to reduce your defects to the lowest level that is possible. It's practical, it's doable. Don't believe it? There are innumerable examples I will be giving during my course. Now let's turn towards lean. What's lean management? This is something of Japanese technique. When World was still trying to understand what Japanese were doing through their quality circle movements, total quality management movement, because that was what Japanese had revealed to the Western world. But they found that Toyota was progressing very fast. They were turning out models very quickly. They were financially much better at that time. So, two people, James Womack, went on to study what is it that was different in Japanese companies, especially in Toyota. And they found this concept of lean. Lean means purely focused output without any waste. It means you don't have extra flaps anywhere. Let's remove it all totally. So lean basically is about reducing waste in your organization. Now there are seven kinds of waste which Toyota had identified. Like movement of material is a waste. Why do you have to waste time in moving the material? Can we avoid it? The waste of over processing. Are you doing over processing? Are you doing same process again and again? Why is it necessary? Why can't you do it once? There is waste of waiting, parts waiting to be worked upon. That means your throughput is stopped. Parts should move through processes to the finished goods. If they are waiting, that means time is lost. Then there is defect. All defects means loss of productivity. Material that has been pumped in is not being converted into final product, cannot be sold. So that's a waste. Okay. So there are seven kinds of waste like that, which the Japanese tried to eliminate. There are many techniques like pull mechanism, like Kaizen, like JIT, TPM. All these techniques together make up lean management. So Toyota production system is production system which is based on lean management. And that's how they could achieve their production faster with lower defect rates. Does it include Six Sigma? No, it's much simpler. But in order to improve, they are having at the base just in time as well as TPM. TPM is total productive maintenance. It is reducing all kinds of waste. Coupled with the philosophy of Kaizen, which is continuous improvement, and 5S is a Japanese method of housekeeping, which is at the base. They could achieve spectacular improvements, not overnight improvements. It takes a time for lean management to improve, but bit by bit, it keeps on improving towards that path. It's not like you keep jumping from one place to another place. You might get tired easily, but if you climb on a slope, you get less tired, but you achieve higher heights. So lean management itself is a technique which can be adopted by all, whereas Six Sigma needs some kind of problem solving, some base in statistical techniques. And you can use Six Sigma also in part of the lean, where you have to solve some problems. You can use Six Sigma techniques. So in fact, they can be connected all together, lean as well as Six Sigma. So I'm going to take up this course on Lean Six Sigma where you will learn the techniques of Six Sigma also and Lean also, and you will be having the skills required to tackle the real world problems. This course is I'm offering at for 48 hours at a very nominal price, very nominal price. I hope you will uh, greatly benefit from it. Of course, those who want to take up the course, you can click on the link below and I can meet you on the other side. So, thank you very much for patient listening. And those who join my course, I have got free softwares for you, softwares which can calculate your process capabilities. You can calculate your Six Sigma values and other statistical inferences you can draw from that. Once you join the course, I will give you all those free to you. So I hope you will be interested in joining me. Those who take actions will benefit from it. Those who don't want to join, I have no problem. It's up to you whether you want to join or not. But definitely, only those people succeed who take action. So I'm sure those of you who really want to improve your lives, improve your careers, improve your businesses, or improve a better chance of employability, you will opt for the course. Thank you for the patient hearing, and we'll meet on the other side of this webinar. Thank you.